And then at that point, like I said, I'm thinking my life is over now. Obviously, I would get blamed for this. And then, you know, she's gone. I'm probably going to go away. And then my daughter doesn't have any parents.
You said that you were going to get blamed for this. Did you think you were guilty of it?
No, I didn't think I was guilty. But knowing like the circumstance, you know, there's obviously a dead person in your house, you know, and you're the only adult there. And I know she's like, you know, like issues before with the marriage where she's having an affair and stuff like that. So it just seemed like any run-of-the-mill police that, you know, would be familiar with this situation. It just seemed like obvious, like, oh, obviously we know why you do this kind of deal. So I was just trying to escape the whole situation. So when as soon as she fell, it was like a reaction, you know, so I landed like a couple of kicks.
More than a couple or a couple?
I'd say probably like about a couple.
And right at that moment, what happened?
So when she got the second kick, I think I heard like some type of wheezing, you know, coming out of her. And then also, like in the background, I could hear like some footsteps running. And at that point I was like, oh shit, Elena. So I ran out of the bathroom towards the living room area, and then I saw like Elena, like she was somewhere close to the stairs, back at the front. So I ran towards Elena and picked her up, and we went upstairs, and then I was trying to get her back to bed.
Back in the bathroom when this happened, how long did that confrontation, that violent confrontation, how long did it take?
That was definitely less than a minute. It couldn't be that long.
Were you the aggressor?
No, I was not.
What was going through your mind when you were there when that was happening?
So when she was attacking me, I was basically just trying to defend myself. And I guess probably like a normal situation, you probably like, if someone's like a lot smaller than you, it's not a big deal. You probably just hold them. But since she's, you know, she's bigger than I am. She's pretty strong, so trying to hold her, to restrain her or some shit like that, that's probably not feasible. So I just gave her a few kicks, like a couple of kicks, to like knock the wind out of her and get her to stop.
These kicks, are they wind up kicks of somebody, or are they all part of the movement of what's going on?
It's just like sort of like in the movement, because you know, like when you flip, you got a leg behind you and you just whip it, and then you whip the next one.
When you get Elena, where do you take her?
I took her back upstairs to her bedroom.
And why?
Because I didn't want her around, you know, any type of situation where, you know, there was any type of family violence and stuff like that.
And when you get to her bedroom, what do you do?
So I was there trying to get her to go back to sleep. And then, you know, at the time I'm thinking about like, okay, she probably just called the police and Andrew.
When you go up to Elena, do you think that Andrene's okay?
No, I just thought, you know, because I heard her wheezing, so at the time I just thought she got the wind knocked out of her. So she probably already caught her breath, probably called the police and made up some story.
Okay. You know how long it takes you to get Elena back to sleep?
I'm not sure the exact time, maybe 20, 30 minutes.
After you do that, what do you do?
So after Elena falls back to sleep, that's when I, you know, go back downstairs and heading back to my room. And then when I, you know, get inside the room, I notice Andrina is still lying in the floor right next to the door. So at that point, I sort of like, you know, go over her and she's not moving. And then I bend over to like check, you know, see.
You check?
Yes.
Tell me how.
So I bent over and then I like grabbed her face and then like feel like if I could feel like a pulse or something, and then I put my ear next to like her nose to see if she was breathing, and she was not.
What kind of reaction did that make you have?
So at that point, honestly, man, I became like pretty frantic at that point, because, oh fucking shit, she's dead on the floor. We just had a fight. Obviously, I'm gonna get blamed for this, and I got a 7-year-old autistic kid upstairs that who's gonna take care of her. So, I mean, it was a pretty scary situation.
You stayed right there at the doors of the bathroom and master bedroom, or where did you go?
So at that point, I'm feeling like the house is like hot. So I went outside just to like get some fresh air and just to like gather my thoughts and like think about like what the hell is this going on. So I go outside and I'm just out there like pacing around and thinking. And I think I actually like went through the gate, and then I came back in to the house.
What did you do?
So when I got back in the house, I'm thinking, God damn it, I think I need to get her out of the house before, Elena wakes up and sees her in the house. And then, I don't know, man, at that point, I got this idea to just like get her out of the house. So I think I made like a text message or something like, where are you type deal. And then I went into the garage and I got two trash bags.
Describe yourself when you're doing it.
So, I mean, it's a scary situation. I ain't never been in anything like that before. I'm pretty nervous, I'm frantic, what the hell is going on type deal. And I'm just at that point moving like, basically like on instincts or something. But I go inside the garage and I grab like a couple of trash bags, and then I put one over the top of her and then the other one under for the lower leg or something.
What's your purpose to do that?
So at that point, for me, I was just trying to get her out of the house.
Why?
Because first I didn't want Elena to see her, and then at that point, like I said, I'm thinking my life is over now. Obviously, I would get blamed for this, and then she's gone. I'm probably gonna go away, and then my daughter doesn't have any parents.
You said that you were going to get blamed for this. Did you think you were guilty of it?
No, I didn't think I was guilty, but knowing like the circumstance, there's obviously a dead person in your house, and you're the only adult there, and I know she's like, like issues before with the marriage where she's having an affair and stuff like that. So it just seemed like any run-of-the-mill police that, would be familiar with this situation. It just seemed like obvious, like, oh, obviously we know why you do this kind of deal. So I was just trying to escape the whole situation.